Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Just give us a few minutes to have more attendees joining us, and we'll start the session shortly. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for waiting. This is Salah from the Constituent Services, and welcome to our weekly webinar sessions. Today, we'll be speaking about basketball webinar, and we have our competition manager for the basketball, Kevin. And first, we'll like to talk about the Open Master Games, a little bit of their introduction, and we'll just go shortly over the agenda. So we'll have the event overview, some a little bit about the registration, and then introduction and venues, general information on the basketball and information rules and regulation, and medical insurance, followed by the Q&A session where our colleagues will assist us to answer all your questions and concerns. So please, if you have any questions, try to leave it at the end and we'll answer it accordingly. Just you can put it in the chat box and we can answer it there. So Open Master Games, we have won the bid in the UAE, Abu Dhabi, to host the Open Master Games, and of course, it's under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Diab bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Deputy Chairman of the Presidential Court for Development and Martyrs Families Affairs, and the Chairman of the Higher Organizing Committee of Open Master Games Abu Dhabi. And their vision was to invite all the community members, whether it was in the UAE or internationally, to promote an active lifestyle and foster inclusivity for everyone that didn't even have the chance in their earlier life or in their current to engage in such sport, have more a healthier life. And of course, the vision is to include everyone, whether it was from young, youthful people or elderly, grandparents, our parents, teachers, etc. Here's a small overview of what the scale that Open Master Games is offering in the Abu Dhabi. We're talking about 25,000 participants coming from over 100 nationalities and countries. And we will have over 10,000 volunteers helping us to deliver this major sport event across more than 20 venues. And of course, when we say venues, we're talking about iconic venues scattered around Abu Dhabi and Al Ain. And most probably you would know most of them, and you will enjoy all of them. So here's these 37 sports that are enlisted in the Open Master Games. You can see that there is 29 Olympic Games and six of them that are traditional sports. And as you can see here, there's asterisks where it identifies which sport will include para athletes, PODs, and also which one is traditional just for demonstration. So for the traditional sports, if you would like to enjoy the show, please join us there. You might not have participation, but at least you can enjoy the show at their venues or to see what's it about. And of course, we have to mention that once you register, you can register for up to three sports and seven events, as long as they don't clash in the schedule. And for the registration, whoever didn't and doesn't know the fees for international registration, it will be $150 for residents and citizens, $75 for the person with disabilities, $30. Coach, assistant coach, $75. Non-playing officials, 75. UAE senior residents, citizens, $30, and family supporter, $50. And this fee, it's a one-time fee. So the three sports that you'll be registering in with up to seven events, it will be included in this one fee. And to emphasize on this point, because this has never happened before in the Master Games, we have a 90% of the registration fee that will be refunded on a cash card once the athlete checks in one of our designated welcome centers. And as I was just saying, the athletes, once they arrive to the UAE, if they were international or if they were locally, they will have a designated welcome center to do the check-in, and they will receive their accreditation along with the welcome kit and the cash card that we just spoke about. And this can be used in all UAE and Abu Dhabi for any transaction. And afterwards, they would have a athlete's orientation for their sport specific that they registered in and introduction. And in the same day, you should be also able to receive the shuttle bus route information and schedule. As for the welcome center working hours, it's still to be confirmed. We will share that in a later stage. Now, I would like to introduce our competition manager, Kevin. The floor is all yours. Please go ahead. Kevin, are you there?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Kevin Pragadas, the competition manager for Open Masters Games Abu Dhabi 2026 for the basketball 3x3 and 5-on-5. Thank you very much, Salah, for that introduction. So the venue for the basketball game for the OMGAD 2026 will be in Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Center, or ADNEC. We'll be playing for 5 courts inside the Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Center. Next slide, please, Sarah. So the competition manager, yours truly, Kevin Pragadas. Basketball is where teamwork and athleticism truly shine. A fast-paced game of precision passes, explosive dribbles, and electrifying slam dunks. Masters athletes will elevate the full court battle with intensity and style. The competition dates for the basketball 5-on-5 will be starting from February 7th, Saturday, and will end on February 14th on the last day of the competition. It will be an 8 days event. Next slide, please. Competition standard and rules. So the Abu Dhabi Masters Games will be following the International Federation of Basketball, or FIBA, and UAE Basketball Federation rules and regulation. Grade definitions. There will be 2 grade definitions or grade divisions. The first grade divisions is the competitive. This grade is for teams consisting of players with international, national experience or high standard domestic level. So this is for the big boys or the pros levels. At least 2 players should have international experience, played for their own country or national teams. The other team members are expected to be at state or in the elite level clubs. For the second grade, the recreational, this grade is for those players who participate in non-competitive and or lower grade leagues and social and casual purposes. So this is for the ones who are willing to have fun and have the competition and enjoy the Open Masters Abu Dhabi 2026. Competition grade format, the divisions and age categories for basketball at OMGAD 2026 are as follows. So for the competitive men's and women's division, it will be divided by 5 age categories from 35 above until 75 above. Also for the recreational men's and women's category, same. It will be 5 age categories from 35 above until 75 above. So age category criteria. The age of the youngest registered team member determines which age category the team will compete. Your age is determined as of 31st of December 2026. Game timing and rules. The following timing rules have been identified for the OMGAD basketball competitions. For the competitive games, it will be 10-minute quarters played with full stop clock. 24-second shot clock will be used. There will be 2 timeouts per team in the first half and 3 timeouts for the second half. In the event of draw, at the end of the regulation time, a 5-minute overtime period will be played. Overtime periods will continue until the winner is determined. The clock will stop for all the whistles in the overtime period. 1 timeout per team is permitted in each overtime period. So we will be following the regular rules and regulation for the competitive grade category. Moving forward for the recreational grade games, it will be played 10-minute quarters with running clock. However, the clock will stop for timeouts, substitutions, fouls, and all the whistles in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. 24-second shot clock will not be used. However, if the other team is using the stalling tactics, the referees will implement the 10-second countdown. So we will still be having the 10-second countdown if ever the officials will determine the other team is like stalling. There will be 2 timeouts per team per half. In the event of a draw, at the end of the regulation time, a 2-minute overtime period will be played. Overtime periods will continue until the winner is determined. The clock will stop for all whistles in the overtime. 1 timeout per team is permitted in each overtime. So the difference is for the competitive games, it will be 5 minutes for the OT and 2 minutes for the recreational grade. Pre-game, halftime, quarter breaks will be allowed 5 minutes minimum warm-up periods before the commencement time of each game. Statistics will not be collected as part of OMGA, therefore no live statistics will be available. But if you have staffs that you can assign for collection, feel free, and we welcome those things. Next slide, please. Format to play. The following format to play has been identified for the OMGAD basketball competition. There will be a round-robin tournament with finals and playoffs matches to determine final placings. Where sufficient entries are received, teams will be split into 2 groups of 4 for preliminary or elimination rounds. Based on the proposed competition format, each team can expect to play minimum of 3 games. So a team that is registered can expect to play for minimum of 3 games. Final draw format will be determined once the number of teams are confirmed. To produce a viable draw, some grades and ages will be combined at the discretion of OMGAD basketball competition manager. So if ever we don't reach the number of the target number of teams for each age category, we will be combining them to create a viable draw. Next slide, please. So the preliminary detailed schedule or the elimination round is in the slide, subject to change until pending final entries is received. The final detailed schedule of events will be released after the registration deadline. So for the competitive, it will start from the 7th of February, the elimination round for the male category, for competitive grade, and for the female, the elimination round will be on the 8th of February. And the final for the competitive male category will be on the 9th and 11th for the female. For the recreational, the games will start from 10th of February, which is the male category for the elimination round, and will conclude on the 14th of February on the last day. The same with the female category. Basketball technical meeting. 1 representative from each team is expected to attend the basketball technical meeting prior to the commencement of the event. Further information will be confirmed closer to the start of competition. So we'll inform everyone once the final number of entries is received. The technical delegate endorsed by the UAE Basketball Federation will oversee the implementation of all sport-specific rules and requirements at the game. Equipment. We will be using Wilson game balls will be provided. The men's competition will use a size 7, and the women's competition will use a size 6 basketball. Teams are advised to bring their own balls for training, and also teams are advised to bring their own water bottles and strapping tape. For the uniforms, All teams are required to wear appropriate uniforms with legal numbers being 0 to 99. All athletes on the same team must wear team uniforms of the same bold colors. The size of the numbers shall be at least 2 centimeters wide on the back, 20 centimeters high, and on the front, 10 centimeters high. All teams should have two sets of competition uniforms, dark and light colors. The first team listed in the schedule will be designated as the home team and will wear the light colored uniforms. And the second team listed in the schedule will be designated as the visiting team, who will wear the dark uniforms. However, if the two teams involved agree, they may change the colors of their uniforms. So for the updates for the sports guide, it will be released on the December 1st. Important additional information, including the sports schedule, will be available at the time. In the meantime, for all inquiries, questions, concerns, you can email sports at omgad2026.ae. Also, there will be athletes lounge, player lounge available on the venue. Each venue will feature an athlete lounge where athletes can relax, waiting for their game. It will be equipped with Wi-Fi, a TV screen showing the live feed of the competition. So for scouting or relaxing, you can stay before your game. And we will be offering healthy snacks, tea, and coffee. Lounge will be shared by all athletes. F&B concessions will be available. Athletes lounge can be accessible throughout the competition timings and days. So for the duration of the 14 days or the 8 days competition for basketball, it will be available. All athletes are welcome to use the lounge on the game day. Athletes lounge is only accessible by accredited athletes within their designated cluster accreditation. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon. Back to you, Salah.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you for this concise presentation. And of course, let's not forget that for international participants, if you are joining us here, you may experience Abu Dhabi by visiting this link, visit abudhabi.ae. You can book your trip, check what tourism packages they have, excursions, and all that. I'm sure that you would like to explore Abu Dhabi and the UAE. If you're visiting here, don't just make it all about sports. We would like you to see also Abu Dhabi and what it has to offer. And we have to also mention that UAE medical insurance is mandatory. So we worked with our partners closely to actually offer this to all our participants that are coming from international countries. You can see that the coverage period is 15 days, and you may choose the start date of the when the medical insurance will cover. So let's say if you arrive by the 6th of February, then you can choose the medical insurance to start on the 6th and plus 15 days. Or if you come before that time, let's say on the 1st of February, and you have competition days happening ending in mid-February for you, then you can choose the medical insurance to start on that day itself. And the premium details would be for ages from 25 up to 60 years old is 86 dirhams plus VAT. And for the ages of 61 years and above is 215 plus VAT. If you would like to check it out and have more information, visit tamaninsurance.ae and you can navigate through Thiqa coverage and you may apply for it from now. If you have now any other questions, concerns, please have it over the chat box. You can see the icon there. Just click on it and ask away. And our colleagues here will help us to answer all your questions. We'll give it a 5 to 10 minutes window. So please go ahead. All right, so time's up for the Q&A session. Thank you, Arful, for directing your questions to our colleagues. If you have any more questions or concerns, you may email us at sport@omgod2026.ae and we'll answer your questions accordingly. And of course, we would like you to follow our social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and the X. And if you would like to see this webinar specifically or other webinars like the general introduction of Open Master Games or other sports related webinars, you may open the YouTube channel and there is a playlist over there for webinars. You may choose whatever webinar you would like to have a look at. It'll become in handy once you register. And thank you everyone for joining us in this webinar and hope to see you in our Open Master Games next year. Thank you so much and see you soon.